This is the Horse Radio Network. This is episode 64 of Horse Tip Daily, a different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you one day at a time. Enjoy today's tip. Glenn the Geek back with you from the horse capital of the world, Lexington, Kentucky. Well, don't forget to register. I mentioned it yesterday, but don't forget to register in the Stable Scoop giveaway going on right now over at stablescoop.com. Equestrian Collections was kind enough to donate several items along with Mountain Horse. We have a Mountain Horse Ladies Arena jacket worth about $145. Really nice jacket, waterproof jacket they have over there. Also, Horseware Newmarket Human Throw. I can snuggle up in Newmarket colors now, right on your couch. And also Mountain Horse Unisex Ultra Socks, worth $27. There's some great winter socks available too. So we have three great items that you can win. It goes now through Halloween. We're going to choose the winners on Halloween Day. So just go on over to stablescoop.com and register to win. There's a big banner right in the middle of the page there at Stable Scoop. It's easy to find. Well, today we have the second part of what to look for before you buy a horse series from horsecity.com. If you missed yesterday's episode, you might want to take a listen to it first before today. That was the first part yesterday. Horsecity.com has been around ever since I can remember and concentrates mainly on the western side of things. They have a great site with some terrific content, and some of that content is some great videos, and they do video tips as well. They're going to be providing us some of those tips in audio form for our show here at Horse Tip Daily. And today we have part 2 of that audio about what to look for before you buy a horse, and there are two people you're going to hear. Alan Moorhead is the host for HorseCity.com. He's also well known as a professional rodeo announcer. And the veterinarian is Dr. Mike Lauder. He is Associate Professor of Large Animal Internal Medicine and Chief of Field Services. And they are speaking about things that you should look for before buying a horse. And as I said, this is part 2 in the series. And I won't be interacting with this as it is audio taken off their video.
We've talked about a pre-purchase exam without the use of a veterinarian. Yourself, your friends, is by committee to find out how your horses are going to work for you on a purchase. We're joined again with Dr. Mike here at the University of Georgia. We got about halfway through that individual's pre-purchase exam. Right. Let's talk about more of the horse and the back end and what we look for to make sure the horse is suitable for what we're going to do.
Alan, a lot of easy things the average horse owner can do. One of the common things that I try to get people to do, some of our clients, just take yourself a pen, and it's a dull pen, run it down the back of this horse. And that's a normal reflex there. But if you do this and that horse drops from under you, then something's wrong. You've either got a sore back horse or you might have a horse with bad hocks. And you may want to think about getting that invested. But again, normal response, you should see this in your horse, and it's something you can easily do. Everybody's got a pen on them when they go for the pre-purchase.
So it could be something as simple as a bad-fitting saddle all the way down to the hocks. What would we do to make sure it wasn't the hocks?
All right, well, when we get back in there, one of the things the horse owner can do is pick that leg up and hold that leg for about 45 seconds or a minute, and have someone trot the horse off for them and look and see if the horse takes a gimpy step.
Well, exactly what are we doing when we do that?
Well, what you're trying to do is put a little extra pressure on these tendons and ligaments and make them tighten up. And then when that horse goes to take that first 2 or 3 steps, they're going to be ouchy and move off a little bit lame on it. Again, look at the horse.
So when you talk about those tendons, which ones will you talk about here in this?
Well, back here in the back, you've got your superficial and your deep tendons that are down through here. And these are quite frequently sore in some of these horses. So what you're going to do is you're going to flex this entire joint. And in this hock up here, there's a couple little tendons on the inside especially that we're going to flex and put pressure on these things so that when the horse goes to trot off, that he's going to take a lame step if there's something that's wrong in here. But it's, the thing you want to remember is you can make any horse lame if you flex him hard enough. So the point is, just pick his leg up and see if he's used to it. Now, if he's real gimpy and trying to get away from you, well, it might be helping you out in a couple things. One, he might be laying, and two, he might not like your farrier. And you know how farriers don't like
exactly
if the horse acts up. So the other thing is, if we're going to look at Wilbur, if you pass Wilbur around here, push his in around.
All right.
So we got him around a little bit. One of the things you need to look at Wilbur, especially when you're looking at barrel horses or pole bending horses, is palpate down through here. Now I want you to palpate both sides and tell me if you see any difference between the two.
Oh, this muscle feels really good right here. There's a lot of lucidity to it, and you can feel a head tighten up. And boy, Dr. Mike, you talk about tight. There's like a baseball inside this horse's leg.
That's right. He's had an old injury right there, and you'll see that quite frequently in barrel horses. Any horses making quick stops and turns, and they'll scar down, and once they scar down, it's getting toward the end of their career.
Now, when you talk about scarring down, exactly what you mean scarring down through the stifle there?
Well, it's going to be on the back side of the stifle here through this muscle, and that once they start getting scar tissue developing in there from tearing these muscle fibers, it's going to restrict the movement of that leg.
And you know, Dr. Mike, we had the fortunate opportunity to show the inside of the leg with that little visual aid there, and we can always see the horse's back and the outside. Are there any things that we need to check, like, say, under the horse's belly?
Yes, under the belly sometimes. I always make a point of reaching down here and feeling under this horse's belly. Alan, if he's had colic surgery, you'll feel the scar. Now, it's not the end of the world. We have them come here all the time, get colic surgery, and they run out. But it just lets you know a little more history about that horse.
So one thing would be just to check the places that are kind of unobvious.
Common things. Just put your hand under there, feel. Just common things that you can do as a horse owner to try to ensure that you're getting the best information about your horse before you spend your money.
Well, Dr. Mike, we thank you for all those good words about checking the horse out. Pre-purchase exam, you can take care of it yourself. Protect the investment before you invest. That's at the clinic.
Well, thanks again to Horse City for giving us today's tip. You can see the video that goes with the audio at horsecity.com, and we'll also provide a link to it in today's show notes at horsetipdaily.com, episode number 64. I have no emails for you today, and we're coming into the weekend, so I'm going to let you get on out of here. You can listen to all of our shows at horseradionetwork.com, and I'll be back again Monday with another new expert and a different horse tip. Until then, stay safe, everyone.